Dispatch releases exclusive CCTV footage of Oat'S fourth critical accident. Will he survive? What happened in those seconds captured on CCTV that has left fans around the world holding their breath? How did a single accident, now confirmed as Oat'S fourth critical incident in recent months, push him to the edge, and will he survive? Tonight, we examine the footage, the medical reality, and the emotional aftermath of one of the most shocking events in contemporary entertainment history. Hold on tight, C-Drama family. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The leaked footage, a moment of chaos. The CCTV footage, captured outside a private filming set late at night, begins quietly. The streets are nearly empty, a soft hum of city lights in the background. Oat is seen moving cautiously across the frame, his posture tense, his steps deliberate. Then, suddenly, chaos erupts. A vehicle loses control, skidding across the scene in a blur. Oat trips, falls, and the collision happens in an instant. The camera shakes slightly, capturing his body striking the ground. The most chilling moment, Oat attempts to rise, struggling against immediate pain, then collapses again. The video captures him crying out for help, his voice breaking through the eerie silence. For millions of fans watching online, this was not just a clip. It was a raw, terrifying reality, the vulnerability of a human being in a life-or-death moment. The emergency response paramedics arrived within minutes. The footage shows them rushing to his side, stabilizing him, and preparing him for transport to the hospital. In interviews with staff, sources confirmed that Oat was in severe pain, unable to move parts of his lower body, and crying continuously. One paramedic described it as the most critical we've seen in years. Every second counted. Fans and the global response. The release of this footage ignited an immediate outpouring of concern worldwide. Hashtags such as #PrayForOat, #OatCriticalCondition, and #4thAccident trended across multiple countries within hours. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, prayers, and shared memories of his performances. Celebrities and co-stars posted emotional statements, expressing shock and urging privacy and respect for his family during this crisis. One fan comment went viral: "We've seen him rise from every challenge. Now it's our turn to stand with him." The medical reality doctors who reviewed footage and internal reports confirmed the severity: multiple fractures, potential spinal involvement, and extensive soft tissue damage. While Oat's current vital signs are stable, the next 72 hours are considered critical. Surgeons are planning reconstructive procedures and close monitoring in an intensive care setting. Medical insiders warn that the risk of long-term mobility issues is significant, but early intervention and rehabilitation could dramatically improve outcomes. The emotional impact. This fourth critical accident is more than a physical ordeal. The mental and emotional toll is immense. Witnesses report that Oat was in visible distress when moved to the ambulance, crying out and asking repeatedly if he would walk again. Hospital staff note signs of extreme emotional fatigue, understandable, given the repeated trauma he has faced over recent months. Family and close friends are said to be at his bedside continuously, providing emotional support while the medical team works tirelessly. Fans watching online have expressed collective heartbreak, describing the footage as unbearable but necessary to understand his courage. The question on everyone's mind: will Oat survive? The answer, at this stage, is cautiously optimistic. Medical teams are working around the clock. Early signs indicate he is responsive, his vital function stable, and he has shown remarkable strength even while in pain. Yet the road ahead is long, uncertain, and grueling. Recovery, if it comes, will not be easy. Physical therapy, months of rehabilitation, and immense mental resilience will be required. The lesson in resilience what this footage ultimately reveals is not just the accident itself, but the human spirit in crisis. Oat's struggle, his cries for help, and the unwavering response of his team and family offer a glimpse of endurance that transcends celebrity. This is a reminder: even the brightest stars are vulnerable, yet even in despair, courage persists. Fans worldwide are united in hope. They watch, they pray, and they believe, not just in his survival, but in the possibility of him standing, walking, and performing again. Waiting and hoping as the hospital monitors beep quietly in the background, Oat rests, unconscious but stable. The world waits. Fans wait. Family waits. And in the silence of those critical hours, one truth is clear: Oat's life is hanging in the balance, but his resilience has never been in question. The question is not just will he survive, but how he will rise, stronger, braver, and ready to reclaim the life that so many love him for. The ICU scene, a silence that speaks. The footage begins in the sterile, dimly lit ICU room. Monitors beep steadily. Oxygen masks, 4 lines, and machines hum softly. Oat slowly opens his eyes, blinking against the harsh fluorescent light. At first, he seems disoriented, searching the space with a look of confusion, pain, and fear. A nurse gently holds his hand, guiding him through the fog of consciousness. "You're awake, Oat. You're safe now," she whispers, her voice calm, grounding him. He tries to speak. His voice is weak, raspy, barely audible. "Can walk?" The words are fractured, but the question, desperate, human, echoes far beyond the ICU walls. The emotional reaction even in these fleeting moments, Oat's spirit is visible. His eyes, though filled with fear, also hold determination, a spark that fans have admired for years. Close-ups in the footage reveal tears rolling down his cheeks, not of despair alone, but of frustration, relief, and the sheer weight of survival. Family members, standing quietly by his bedside, reach out, holding his hands, brushing hair from his forehead. The bond is palpable. Every gesture, every whispered word, speaks of love, protection, and hope. The fans' response when snippets of the ICU footage reached social media, the reaction was immediate, intense, and emotional. Fans across Asia and beyond shared messages, prayers, and video tributes. "Stay strong, Oat. We believe in you. Every breath, every blink, you are showing us courage beyond words. We're with you, always." Even celebrities and co-stars expressed shock and support, sending private messages of encouragement to the hospital and public posts asking fans to pray for his recovery. The medical perspective doctors who have reviewed the footage note the significance of Oat's first conscious moments. He is responsive to verbal cues, which is a strong sign of neurological stability. Despite pain and immobilization, he is attempting to move and communicate, critical indicators of potential recovery. Emotional engagement, such as crying, attempting speech, and recognizing family members, indicates cognitive resilience, which is essential for rehabilitation. However, medical insiders caution that the path ahead remains treacherous. Intensive therapy, surgeries, and mental fortitude are required. Every movement, every response, must be approached carefully to avoid further injury. The hidden strength even in his vulnerable state, Oat demonstrates something extraordinary. He squeezes his family's hands when they speak to him. He tries to lift a finger, a toe, testing his body's limits. He murmurs fragments of encouragement, as if reminding himself, and the world, that this is not the end. It is a moment that transcends fame. It is human resilience in its purest form. Global Prayers and Hope fans organized online vigils, hashtags, and prayer chains. Across continents, people lit candles, posted messages, and shared Oat's most inspiring performances as reminders of why he is worth fighting for. Comments flood. "This is the moment we've all feared, but also the moment we must stand together. Every breath is a miracle. Every blink is courage. Pray with us." For millions, the ICU footage is both heartbreaking and inspiring, a testament to survival against all odds. The question on everyone's mind: will Oat walk again? No one can answer yet. The medical teams are cautiously optimistic, noting the importance of early neurological response and movement. Every attempt he makes, every flutter of a limb, is a sign, small but profound, that the fight is not over. Fans, friends, and family are united in one shared hope, that Oat will rise from this darkness, step by step, and reclaim the life that was suddenly put on hold. The beginning of a long journey. Oat's first moments of consciousness after the fourth accident remind the world of the fragility and strength of life. Even in pain, even in fear, he is a symbol of courage. Even in a hospital bed, with machines and monitors surrounding him, he reminds us all, the human spirit is capable of unimaginable resilience. The road to recovery will be long, grueling, and uncertain. But Oat's fight has already begun, and the world is watching, praying, and believing with him. Because this is not just survival. This is the birth of a story about strength, hope, and the unwavering human will to rise again.